Hey there, everyone. Welcome to Parkscapes podcast, a podcast where we talk everything theme parks, cruise lines, and experiences around the world. You're probably listening and you're like, who are we? And we are also asking the same question, what are we doing here? This is our first time doing this. This is your first time listening. We're doing a ton of firsts today. So let's introduce ourselves. And you're probably wondering who that is. So have fun, Liz. Go.
Yes. Hi, my name is Elizabeth, also Liz or Lizzie, depending on who you're talking to. This is Andrew, which he already said. And we're going to tell you how we know each other first. We both go to the University of Florida, and we are in the fabulous, beautiful Gator Marching Band, and 'tis how we met. We are both brothers of Kappa Kappa Psi, the National Honorary Music Service Fraternity, and hence how we started going to Disney together. So, I am from Statesville, North Carolina. It's close to Charlotte, if you don't know where that is. I grew up going to the parks. Since I'm not from Florida, it was always like the awesome family vacation. So we went every year. I'm an only child. Me, mom, and dad would go. And it was like my core childhood memories were made in the parks. So my favorite park is Animal Kingdom. Couldn't tell you why. I just connected with it when I was little, and it's kind of been the same way ever since. My favorite ride is Expedition Everest. I love it so much. Me and the Yeti are like this buddies. My favorite show, full disclosure, Andrew has gotten me into more of the shows since we've started going together, because my family was never a show family. We were like, we're gonna ride everything while all these losers are watching stuff. So I will say, Fantasmic is probably my favorite, just because I did see it when I was little, and still love it now. So I would go Fantasmic. Favorite things in the parks is honestly just the ambiance and like being there. It's like the whole world just kind of shuts out when you're there, and it's just a Disney day, and it's fun. And I love pin trading, as you will come to know. And it's my gambling and it's my lottery playing.
Our problem.
It is a problem. Like, it's bad. But that's okay. We'll talk about that. And my favorite fun fact about the parks, I don't know if I have one specifically. I think it's just more like the intentionality the Imagineers put into things, and like seeing how, like, if you're walking into something that's like supposed to be on another planet, like the ground outside will be like a different color. Like, just those little things that like show the thought. I love. So yeah, Andrew.
So as Liz introduced me, my name is Andrew. I'm from Wesley Chapel, Florida, a lot closer to the parks. That's around an hour and 15 minutes away, hour and a half. And up here where we are in Gainesville now, it's around 2 hours. So it's still close. But my favorite park is Epcot. You will come to learn that very, 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 very quickly.
Very quickly.
Thank you. And my favorite ride is not in Epcot. It's Tron Light Cycle Run. I love the aesthetics of the ride. I love the area. I feel like it's one of the only few attractions that you really get to experience before you get to ride it, because you get to walk under the track and everything. And yeah, and my favorite show has to be Luminous, The Symphony of Us. I love that show so much. I've seen it so many times, love it every single time that I see it. I love just the small little details behind it. And I feel like it's one of Epcot's strongest shows, and it's up there with Illuminations with me. So yeah, anyways, this is our pilot episode, which means that we are still trying to figure it out.
Very much so.
So if anything is wrong, if anything is bad, darn, that sucks. This is our first time doing this. And so we're figuring this out as much as you guys are joining us for the very first time. So if there's anything wrong, just let us know. And we're going to try to fix things as quickly as we can. This is our first time doing this, so just bear with us.
Please.
Yeah, at this point, literally the microphones might not be working. That's funny. And yeah, so we're just going to be doing we're going to basically break up this podcast by doing different segments. We're going to be doing news, history, trivia, all that kind of stuff. And we're also going to be doing some listener questions. So what we're going to do first is we're going to jump into news, which is a lot of my favorite things of just seeing how the parks are changing, because these parks have been open for Disneyland's almost 70 years, Walt Disney World over 50. So let's just see what's changing in the park. So first things first, not at Walt Disney World, Epic Universe is going to be opening in 90 days at the time of this recording. By the time you guys are listening to this, hi people in the future, you're doing great. You're closer to the opening. And just a couple of nights ago, they were also testing fireworks. They are on the level of Magic Kingdom's fireworks with large mortars. I'm excited to see what happens. I hope they projection map that hotel. It's a very large canvas that they can do that with. So what do you think?
So I'm gonna get hate for this. I'm gonna be controversial right out the gate. I don't like Universal. I want to. I do. I don't know. I just like Harry Potter hits. Harry Potter hits. Yes. I don't know. Maybe Epic Universe will change my mind. I also haven't been in a long time. So we'll see. I'm very undecided.
TBD.
TBD.
All right, so moving on to right down the road to Walt Disney World, driving 30 minutes to get from one place to another. You guys know Orlando traffic if you've been in it. Level 99 is going to be replacing the NBA experience at Disney Springs. Now, I find this very, 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 very funny because Level 99, after a quick little Google search, it is very much like an escape room, adults only experience where it's more team building, friendship stuff where it's just like, oh, let's just go have a date night. Let's go over to Level 99. We're going to do this, 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 or let's just go have a day together as a friend group. Go over there. Funny thing that is very similar to Disney Quest, which the MBA experience replaced. And the people who are probably going to be going to Level 99 went to Disney Quest as a kid. So at the end of the day, Disney Springs can't escape Disney Quest. Disney Quest will always live. What do you think?
Yeah. I never did that when I was little.
It was so good.
I know. I
It was
saw it from
perfect.
afar. I saw it from afar, and then ice cream was calling. So that's where we went. But yeah, I think escape room in Disney Springs would be pretty fun. Is it gonna be like Disney themed, or is it?
I don't know. They just announced it like on their Instagram. They had like a reel, you guys might have seen it on your feed, where like they're spinning a globe around and then it stops with like a pin in um Disney Springs. From what it seems like, I don't think it's going to be themed.
Oh,
Um but TBD, if it is going to be themed, you're going to hear in the future. And if you're
yeah.
watching this if you're watching the first episode, you're like, "Oh, I want to see what it was like in the beginning." What are you doing here? Get back there when we're a lot better
Yeah.
and stuff. I don't know. Anyways, moving on. Guardians and Tiana are going to be losing their virtual queues. Yeah, I have a note saying it's about dang time. Can't say that word. That I replaced, but yeah, yeah. Go.
I'm so happy that it's going away. Like, I mean, I feel like Tron's still pretty relatively new, and its wait times hover like 60 to 75 minutes. I'm like, I feel that's pretty doable, especially when the wait times are inflated, for crowd control purposes. So I'm really excited they're losing the queue because I like the past two times we've gone, I feel like Guardians has really dictated our day. And it's like, I love Guardians, but it's like if we can just go whenever we want and it not be like us panicking at 7 a.m. of who's got who on the app to do the queue, like, I like it. I'm excited.
I feel the same exact way. And the thing is, I've talked with so many people this week about how they feel about the virtual queue, and I feel like the large consensus, that's a word,
Mm-hmm.
is everyone's mad. Why is everyone mad, guys?
Why are you mad? Like, you can literally, if you wanted to ride both of those in one day as an annual pass holder, you'd have to get up at 7 a.m., get the queue, like earlier than that, do the queue for the first one, hope you get it in time.
Have to ride the ride before 1 o'clock, then park hop to the next park, and then get in the queue there. And then at that point, Tiana's probably closed broken.
Exactly. So, like, that's not doable. But now, like, you can probably ride them both in the same day within a much shorter time span.
This is the first time since 2019 that the parks have not had a virtual queue.
Woo! I'm so excited.
I'm excited. The only thing I'm worried about is Guardians because that queue only holds around 40 to 50 minutes of queue space, and Guardians is a lot more popular than having a 40 to 50-minute wait.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at Frozen Ever After today had around a 95-minute wait.
That's
and
crazy.
Ratatouille had a 70-minute wait.
That's wow.
They have large extended queues that it can hold that many people.
Yeah.
Guardians really doesn't because it is in a building that used to be a different attraction.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's gonna be interesting to see how they handle that.
Yeah, from what it seems like, from what people have been looking at, is a lot of the space between Connections and Guardians, where that construction bypass used to be, is just going to be a ton of switchbacks under umbrellas.
Wow!
And
get ready, guys.
Yeah, get ready, guys. You're about to see those Guardians cosmic umbrellas. Mm-hmm. So I'm excited to see the virtual queue go away. I'm excited to be able to just walk onto Guardians, not have to worry about it, and all that kind of stuff. Like, thank you.
Yes, like even the last time we were there, we had a 6-person party, and one person in our party didn't have the queue
because we were, or one person on the party didn't, or we thought both of us were going to get the queue for it. They didn't get that, and then we went up to the cast members. We asked very nicely. Now this isn't probably going to happen
every time
ever again because virtual queues are going away, but or if another attraction ever opens up in the future, I can't guarantee this will happen. We talk to the cast members and they let us on. But the thing is, that might not happen every single time. And for the people like us who have been hundreds upon hundreds of times, even we aren't perfect. So imagine the family that's going for the very first time, not being able to get a queue. Now they're going to have to shell out $50 to $60 to just get one chance to ride that ride.
Yeah.
And at that point, the lightning lanes are sold out. So I'm happy to see that the standby is here. It makes it a lot easier. I wish that it went away a lot quicker. But anyways, here we are, February 25th. Mark calendars, tell your friends, tell your mom. Virtual Cure is going away. Now, I'm so excited for this thing. Flower and Garden starting. Oh my God, Flower and Garden starting. My favorite festival is Festival of the Arts. Don't even get me started. I know, I love the acronym. But Flower and Garden is going to be starting March 5th, and there's a ton of new things coming to this festival, which I'm really excited for because these festivals have been around since the 90s, except Festival of the Arts and Festival of the Holidays. Those have been a little bit newer, but these other two festivals have been along for a very long time, so a lot of people have been there. So being able to add new things is really cool. So first new thing is there's going to be a Moana feature with a ton of topiaries up at the park entrance. I think it's going to be including Moana, Hey Hey Maui, just the normal.
Pua?
Yep, I think Pua's going to I'm excited to see that. Also, the Phineas and Ferb topiary is back. I remember taking a picture in front of that as a kid, so I'm excited to see that. Now, what else is going to be brand new?
Play Along, yes. Play Along Bay Playground themed to the yacht and beach pool. I don't know what that means.
This is the funniest thing. I think this is I don't want to say troll, but I think the Imagineers or whoever is behind planning for the festival or Flower and Garden Festival, they are theming a playground to the pool at the Yacht and Beach Club.
That's interesting.
Fun fact, the pool is closed at the time of recording, and it will be closed during the Flower and Garden Festival. So if you want to go to Stormalong Bay, you're just going to have to go to the kids' playground over in Epcot. And then they're having two booths on the side of it called the Yacht Grub and Beach Grub. So
who are we marketing to here? Like, okay.
Look, it's going to be the perfect marketing technique. You're going to have the DVC booth in between the two booths right there. And they're just like, guys, open up a DVC membership with us today.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really excited to see what happens. Also, what's going to be the difference between Yacht Grub and Beach Grub? Can't do words today.
Isn't that the same thing?
Wouldn't it be cool if they did little menu tastings from each restaurant or something?
That would be cute. I would do that because okay, my family, we're value resort people. Yeah. So anything above French Quarter, we're not going to. And that's fine. Budget. So we don't really go to the more fancy resorts unless it's to eat. So if we could sample some Yacht and Beach Club action, I know my dad would be in on that. Shout out, Dad.
Yacht and Beach Grub action?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. This is the funniest thing that has happened for a very long time in the parks. I'm so sorry. Let me be happy.
No, yeah. I think it's very comical. Again, I just don't know what different food. Maybe someone can educate me on. But what do you fish? What are you gonna do differently?
I feel like it would be funny if they called it the surf and turf. One was surf, one was turf.
But they're both.
They're both ocean. Water. Yeah, I get that.
I'm confused, but that's okay.
I feel like we're thinking a little too hard about this, but it's not our job to think about the food. It's our job to try it. So I'm excited to see what happens there. And then another thing that's going to be happening is Communicore Hall is going to be featuring how the topiaries are made. So this is Communicore Hall's very first Flower and Garden Festival that it's been open for. And I feel like they've really, for Food and Wine and Festival of the Holidays, I don't know if you agree with me on this, but they really, really struggled trying to make that space work. Food and Wine, it was a lot of just food booths and tables, and then Festival of the Holidays was very much the same thing with a gingerbread spaceship Earth that had a show. It lit up and everything, but it was you can do better. Yeah. Festival of the Arts, oh my God. That was perfect.
The new the Broadway.
The Newsies and the Broadway.
The Broadway stuff was really cool. I love Hamilton, but that's really about it in my Broadway experience. And seeing all of the costumes up close. I'm a big Frozen girly. We will discover this and talk about this more. Little Olaf's costume, he was so cute. I don't know if we're gonna edit pictures over this, but I just need to attach the picture of Simone's puppet from Lion King.
Timon. It's fine.
I'm tired. Leave me like Timon. Yes, Timon's puppet from Lion King is the most terrifying thing I've ever seen in my life.
I figured out the reason why. I'm gonna put it. I think I'm gonna put in a picture of this. If you don't see a picture, Google. They colored Timon to be more orange than yellow because the stage is yellow.
Yes, I mean it tracks, but like,
Look. Here's the thing. I've never designed a Broadway show. I don't know what it's like.
we could do it though. No, I'm just kidding. No, we couldn't. I'm just kidding.
Anyway, so final thing, Flower and Garden is starting March 5th. Ton of new things. Excited to see how it works. It's going to be running through the next couple of months, and we'll be there to figure out everything that's new and actually see it. I'm excited to see what happens because I really think they're really trying to they really figured out what Communicore Hall really is, and how they can use it. So,
Slay.
moving on. The brand new Cars expansion, Villains Land expansion, and Tropical Americas expansion in Magic Kingdom and Animal Kingdom, respectively, were approved by the South Florida Stormwater Management, which means that they can officially move on with the plans.
Yes, guys, so excited. I know some people are upset about Dinosaur. I love Dinosaur. I'm upset about Dinosaur.
Every single one of these lands is touching a nerve with a lot of people, like with Rivers
Yeah.
of America and Dinosaur, yeah.
Yeah, and even like with Monsters Inc. going into Hollywood Studios, like I know people are not thrilled about it. I get it. But Walt Disney himself said, I don't have the direct quote because I don't remember, but you have to be okay with the parks changing because they are living, breathing, like
Things.
emblem, yeah, of our history. And, you know, we have to update to the modern stories and to the modern things. And like, guys, like the Madrigal House, like I'm so excited. Like I can't tell you. In Cars Land, I'm so excited. Like I genuinely, like I can't wait.
Like I was talking with an Imagineer here at UF, and I was talking with him what he was most excited for, and he couldn't tell me what he was really excited for because that's under an NDA. And he was really telling me how excited he was to bring his kids to Tropical Americas and be able to tell an original story with the village. And I'm really excited for that because they literally could have just pulled from Encanto and just made the village there and said, okay, boom, done. That's fine. We're just going to make a Colombian village theme it to Encanto. Have the Bruno meet and greet there. Have the Madrigal family meet and greet there. And just kind of make it very easy for them. But they really challenged themselves here. And I don't remember the last time we've had a park expansion that had an original story built into it. And yes, we've had Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, but that was based off of Star Wars. We had Pandora based off of Avatar. So this is the first time we've had an original land. And also I was talking with him, he was saying how hard it was to basically it's very hard to do Animal Kingdom because that has been such a very cohesively themed park, and it's very hard to touch it without basically taking the theme away. And they're really cognizant of that theme of the animals from the past, present, and the mythical. And I'm excited to see what they do there. So
I think it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah. Anyways, moving right along, Jelly Rolls is going to be closing at Disney's Boardwalk April 19th, the 1-year anniversary of the Tortured Poets Department. I'm a Swiftie. She's a Swiftie. That's a Swiftie thing. And you're going to learn that quickly. Anyways, it's going to be closing April 19th, and it's going to be moving off property. So I didn't know this, that it was a third party.
Oh,
like it's a third party place. Like, and then they just like, I don't know, lease the place out or something.
Interesting. That's like very off-brand, but like okay.
I mean, it's a dueling piano bar. Like I'm not able to go in because it's a cover, and I'm too young for that. But anyways, I'm excited to see what they do, and they're also moving off property, and it seems like there's a large following to it. So the fact that they're moving off property and they're being very vocal about it seems like they're able to do a little bit more with the space than what they have right now. And I don't know about you, I think I've just kind of noticed that the boardwalk's been going through a lot since COVID. Not anything bad, but it's like there's always construction there. The rooms are always getting refurbished. The boardwalk is getting replaced. They opened up the cake bake shop and like a ton of different booths. So I think they're just really trying to revitalize the space and kind of make it like a destination after you go to Epcot. I don't know. What do you think? What would you want in the space?
I don't know. Again, I don't go in that area very much, so I'm open to anything they want to put there, so I can go exploring. Cause never really been over there.
We had a friend who walked from Epcot to. She wanted to see the Disney on Broadway show, and we were going to go to Hollywood Studios, and she was just going to walk over there.
Mm-hmm.
And she was very much like, "Oh, the boardwalk's like getting new now and stuff."
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, as soon as she got over to Jelly Rolls and Dance Hall, I was like, "Oh,
JK.
like it's not. You can see where the new stuff is, and the new stuff is not."
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Anyways, Jelly Rolls is going to be closing April 19th, moving off property. Next thing is Boxo the Tiger is no longer going to have a separate line at Animal Kingdom. It is a free for all.
Yes. I'm so excited to see him. I haven't seen him yet. I have not been to Animal Kingdom in the new year, so I'm so excited to see the little nugget.
I'm going to blow your mind right now.
What?
For multiple days that Boxo was there, he was the longest line of the park. He surpassed
That's
Flight of Passage.
insane.
Like, that is insane.
That's crazy. Like,
a tiger, a baby tiger.
And like, even I love that trek, but like the vantage point you can get depending on how many people are in there, not good. So I'm amazed that his line was so long. But like a baby tiger, I mean, how often do you see that? So I get it. But I'm excited.
He has the big. You guys need to like look up Boxo the Tiger. Not it's BAKSO, and you can find him on the Disney or the Walt Disney World Instagram. He has the biggest paws ever. In the like, it's literally like what you see stock photos of a baby tiger. That is the exact thing that you see.
I'm so excited.
And from what it seems like, a lot of the influencers who have gone, it's basically you go, you get however many minutes, and then it's the next group in. And if you don't see him, you don't see him. And they have been saying that.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to. I don't think the demand's going down because literally he blew up on Instagram and
He
TikTok.
did, yeah. Who I'm waiting for to blow up, because I just remember this now they're talking about the animals, is the two little baby manatees that are new at the sea. The seas with Nemo's and friends. Okay, little Joe and Lou were like my kings. Like they were my icons in there. Like I love them because they were on the oh gosh, what was that called? It was a National Geographic Animal Kingdom documentary on Disney Plus. That thing is so cute. But I think one of them, I think Lou is gone. Is that right?
I know that they moved
one of them.
They moved manatees out, and I think they released statements on it. I don't know much about it.
I don't remember which one they moved, but one either Little Joe or Lou is gone, and now they brought in two little babies, and I cannot wait to go see them because I love the manatees, and I can't wait to see this tiger. I'm so excited.
All right, so next thing is Season of the Force at Disneyland Resort is going to be adding Luke Skywalker to Galaxy's Edge, as well as a Star Wars projection show alongside the fireworks in the park. Now,
that's really cool.
Thing about Disneyland is I'm not a fan of this, but it's fine. A lot of their visitors are local, so they really go on the weekends, and the crowds aren't as high there. They only do fireworks Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
I didn't know that. I've never been to Disneyland, disclaimer.
I went in for the Diamond Celebration in 2016, which was a lot of fun, but I haven't been recently. I really want to go. But yeah, like they only do fireworks on the weekends, and
that's crazy.
During the week they do projections. They like just have the fireworks show without the fireworks, so it's just a projection show. But they do projections on the Matterhorn, the castle, down Main Street, Small World, and now it's going to be on the Galaxy's Edge spires. So if you've ever been to Galaxy's Edge, you have the two big spires and the Millennium Falcon. They're projection mapping that whole entire space.
Wow.
And what they've been doing in the past, this is actually really cool. Like whoever came up with this, literally genius. So happy for you. What they would do is they would have whatever fireworks show. So think like Happily Ever After was happening in the park. And whatever show was happening, it was either Mickey's Mixed Magic or Wondrous Journeys, whichever one. They were having the fireworks show happen, and the soundtrack for that fireworks show would be playing in the park. And then at Galaxy's Edge, they would be playing Star Wars music synced up to the fireworks. So two shows are happening simultaneously with the same exact fireworks.
That's crazy.
And now they're adding projections to it.
That's pretty cool.
You can pretty much it really boosts the revisitation rate of wanting to go back and say, okay, now let me go see it in Galaxy's Edge. Let me go see it where Fantasmic is. And there's a lot of different venues now and a lot of different opportunities to see what that looks like. Next thing and final news that we have today is the Lakeshore Lodge at Walt Disney World will hopefully rumor is going to feature a lazy river, splash pad, slides, etc. I think based off of these plans, they're trying to make this the yacht and beach club of Magic Kingdom, basically trying to make that area more of a place that where you want to go and stay and make it more of a destination because they do have so many hotels that they recently built or refurbished or all that kind of stuff down where Epcot and Hollywood is. It's going to be in between Fort Wilderness and Wilderness Lodge, and it's going to be a DVC resort, and it's going to
Cool.
hopefully be modern from what the concept art looks like. But I'm excited to see this.
Yeah.
Like, I hope um, these perks can be shared with Fort Wilderness and Wilderness Lodge, and just kind of makes it like this huge cohesive thing. Um, a lazy river.
That'd be
That is
fire.
insane.
That'd,
Like,
that'd be pretty baller.
so
I like a good lazy river.
I'm excited to see that. Yacht and Beach Club has a lazy river. Go to Play Along Bay at Epcot to go. I don't know. Okay, back to Play Along Bay. I like.
That is just really silly. Like, I don't
what
know.
if like the playground is like it has a I don't want to say it has a lazy river, but it's like what if like the groundwork makes a lazy river? Like,
No, that'd be cute.
I really hope it's not just a playground that they slap branding on. I really hope they think it out and make it like the funniest thing in the world.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, so moving on to our Q&A.
Yes. Okay, so we got some questions from listeners, well, potential listeners, I guess, because you haven't heard anything yet. From our Instagram at parkscapes.podcast. So we're gonna answer questions every episode. So even if you already submitted some, we'll get to them like next episode. So give us a follow and send us questions on our stories when we ask for them. Pretty please. So first one is, what is your favorite festival and why? I want you to go first.
I kind of alluded to this earlier. I think mine is Festival of the Arts. I really switched. I used to be a Festival of the Holidays person, and then I moved over to Festival of the Arts like this year. I really, 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 really love Festival of the Arts. I thought I was going to go one time this year. I went 5.
Guys, it's February.
I'm going on Sunday for the last time. It's going to be 6. But I forgot how much I love that festival. Like, yes, the food does take longer to make, but the portions are huge there. Like, oh my goodness. And I love the fact that the artists are literally there.
Mhm.
We got to meet Tony Baxter,
Yeah,
the
that was pretty
Imagineer,
crazy.
on his birthday. Like,
That was pretty crazy. Yeah.
you have to go to D23 for that. We have to fly to LA for that.
Yeah. Which
Like,
I cannot afford. So.
Me neither, but like Tony Baxter, guys.
Yes, Tony. Yeah.
I also got to give him a birthday pin. Like,
It was so cute. It
like,
was so cute.
oh my gosh, guys.
It was such a cute moment.
But like, I love being able to see the art in around World Showcase. The fact that it's all the arts, and you really get to admire Epcot more, I feel, because I feel like Epcot is a very artful park where it's more than a theme park. Like, you can go there, sit, and just people watch. Now in Magic Kingdom you can do that, but you would be bombarded with 15 strollers and
Yeah.
a lot of different things happening at the same time. I feel like Epcot really allows you to slow down, and I feel like the Festival of the Arts is one of the few festivals that just adds just another layer to the park rather than taking over. So
Yeah.
have fun.
That's pretty sly. So, disclaimer, of many disclaimers. So, my festival knowledge and show knowledge is not very strong, and that's just because growing up, that was not something that my family prioritized. But that's where Andrew and I balance each other out, because he knows all the things I don't.
And she knows all the things I don't.
There's not many of those, but anywho, anywhoozles. I think just from like my experience, I did really enjoy Festival of the Arts, going and like seeing all the different artworks and the artists being there. I thought that was really cool.
Tony
I
Baxter.
Yeah, Tony Baxter. I think Flower and Garden is probably my favorite, just because I love like seeing the topiaries and like what they come up with, like sculpturally from plants. Like, I just think that's so cool. And also Orange Bird is typically pretty present, right?
Have you seen the merch yet?
No, I haven't seen the merch, and my mom loves Orange Bird, so
It's
I like
Gator Orange. It's all orange, and they have like little embossed like orange birds on it, and then they have like little like shorts to go with it. Like, it's like a cute little loungewear set.
hide my wallet.
No, it's gonna be expensive, but it's fine.
It's fine.
Great.
It's fine. This is why we work. This is why we have a job.
Anyways, our first question from Brittany is, what is the best park to take an 8 and 9-year-old?
Yeah, shout out Brittany. Love you. That's my cousin. Yes, and I know who that 8 and 9-year-old is. I think personally, I honestly would I think it depends on your 8 and 9-year-old's interests, first off. But I would say, from personal experience, probably Hollywood Studios or Animal Kingdom, solely because, as Andrew was saying, Magic Kingdom gets very like the families are everywhere, which is great, but it's a lot of toddlers. It's a lot of things happening. It's usually the most crowded park on the weekends. But Hollywood Studios has a lot of the more like, I think, modern franchises that I think younger children resonate with today.
There's a lot more variety.
A lot more variety, yes, that's a good word. There's a lot more variety there. And then with Animal Kingdom, like, it's a glorified, beautiful zoo, and there's so many cool
Not
things.
a zoo.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, you know, there's just so many really cool things to go look at and explore in Animal Kingdom, and I think kiddos would really enjoy that. So that would be my take.
Now I'm gonna go crazy. You're
Don't
gonna
say
be fuming.
Epcot.
I'm not. No.
Like, that is not the answer to this question.
Epcot. No. Now there's two possible options. Now, if you're taking a family vacation to Walt Disney World and you are going to be visiting all the parks, do start with Animal Kingdom and Hollywood, and those are more half-day parks. I know I'm going to get a lot of crap for that, saying that they're half-day parks, but when you have an 8 and 9-year-old and you're going for the very first day, you are going to be tired at 1 or 2 o'clock, and you are going to crash, but it's going to be okay because we all are. It's
See,
fine.
I still do that, but that's my Starbucks run. Like,
Yeah.
that's my middle of the day Disney Starbucks, and then I drink that and I'm fine. But,
Yeah.
you know, takes conditioning.
But it's like, if you're staying at a hotel, you can go back, take a nap, have a moment. Not really applicable to Animal Kingdom because it closed at like 6 or 7 now, which I'm sad about. I really wish that we had a show there now.
It is tragic.
But anyways, if you are staying at a hotel, I would do Animal Kingdom or Hollywood because it does give you that variety. But if you're going one time and one time only, I say you dive headfirst and you conquer Magic Kingdom.
I would agree with that.
Because now, tip, what my family does is we get a park reservation. We also get a reservation for Steakhouse 71. We either do breakfast or lunch, one of the later two, or whichever one, whenever we get there, and we park at the Contemporary and just walk over to Magic Kingdom, so you don't have to take the monorail back after fireworks.
That's pretty smart.
When I tell you that, like, this is the biggest life changer in the world. Like, oh my goodness, like it's literally transformed my experience of going to Magic Kingdom, because I used to not go to Magic Kingdom because I was always dreading taking the monorail back or the boat back, because it is hectic.
It is.
Like, oh gosh, like, as much as I love the fact that you're traveling to a magical kingdom and you have to get on a transportation system, when that transportation system has everyone and its mom in line for it, and you're just waiting and waiting and waiting, and it breaks down hurt. And like it no no but yeah, I hope that, or I would do Magic Kingdom, get a reservation for one of the hotels and walk to and from, and you'll be fine.
Yes. Maybe in the day with a dinner at Ohana, because that solves.
Oh my God.
Ohana solves a lot of problems. I freaking adore Ohana, and the Polynesian is just gorgeous. So, like,
try the new Island Tower. Go to Wailulu. Right now, it's a walk up only. I don't know if that's changed, but when I tell you, it is incredible. We will be going.
I know. I haven't gone yet.
Oh my gosh! Like, I think it's my favorite restaurant on property.
That's crazy.
Like, it is so good.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm so excited to try it. Oh my God.
Our next question is from Alex. What park has the best and worst food overall?
Ouchie. I need to cook on this one for a minute.
Do you want me to go?
Yeah, you go first.
I would say the best food would probably be tied between Animal Kingdom and Epcot. Epcot has a food festival going on 24/7. And I say 24/7, not during the summer. But it has a lot of variety, where, like, you could go to you can go to any of the countries, and every single country has a different food option. Connections, it's a good safe option. You don't have to go to the back of the park for it. It's fantastic. There's a lot of sit down restaurants. Space 220, go to the lounge. It's really good. In Animal Kingdom, I feel like is really slept on. Satuli Canteen is incredible. I love that place. Tiffin's is also very good. If you can get into Tusker House, I know it's expensive. I know it's a character meal. I know it's a lot. It's also really good from what I remembered. Like, there's just no bad option.
Yak and the Yeti.
Oh my gosh, Yak and Yeti.
And the beautiful thing about Yak and Yeti is there's the sit down, but then there's also the quick service that's like right next to it that has some of the highlights. Love that. Like, I eat there every time I go.
I haven't done the quick service.
Bruh.
Like, I just go to Satuli. Like,
Yeah, we're gonna fix that. That's okay.
okay.
Yeah, we're gonna
have
do Animal Kingdom Elizabeth's Way when we go.
Can we do It's Tough to Be a Bug?
I have opinions on it. It's tough
It's
to be
closing.
I know it.
It's
We can do
closing
it
soon.
since it's closing.
Okay.
So, only because it's closing.
But yeah, I would say those two probably have the best foods because there's a lot of safe options and then there's also a lot of adventurous options. So if you want a little bit more variety.
Yeah, I honestly would agree with that. I think Animal Kingdom has a lot of really good variety that you wouldn't think it has. Like, it really is slept on. I would say Animal. I think the only park that I struggle to eat in, low key, and this is not like it's bad. Like, it has bad food. It's just, like, because the food is good when you get it. It's just diversity wise, I would say Hollywood Studios is the hardest.
Yeah.
Like, I remember when we were there recently, none of us could figure out where we wanted to eat. And so Andrew got his reservation at Sci-Fi, and then that solved all of our problems because there's burgers and we're, college kids.
Yeah.
But, like, Hollywood is just hard. I don't know why. Like, I've honestly never thought about that until that question, but Hollywood's the hardest for me to eat in. I don't know.
I think it's I actually don't know like what it is about Hollywood. But
There's like not that many places. Like,
I think it's the fact that there's no centralized like this is where you go get food
Yeah.
option. Like Magic Kingdom has Cosmic Rays. It has a lot of
Cosmic. Oh my god. Sorry, I love Cosmic Rays.
Cosmic Rays is the birthplace of the Disney Cruise Line chicken tenders, and you can't take that away from
I
me.
would give my life for Cosmic Rays chicken tenders. They're so good. Like, oh my god.
But like, I don't know. And like Epcot has connections. I would say Hollywood has
Like, girl, I didn't know.
Anaheim Produce, which is next to Tower of Terror, and like that section there. But it's like I don't know. And then
That place is a hit or miss, Loki. Okay. During Jollywood, the first year, they had this. I'm sorry, I just like trauma memory came back.
yeah, because it's Jollywood
I
first year.
freaking love Jollywood. No one hates on Jollywood. I love Jollywood. I'm hating in this one moment. They had this plant-based lobster roll.
Wait, what?
Yeah, and that was when I was still a vegetarian. So I was like, yes, we're going to eat this nastiest thing I've ever had. And then Ainsley and Sienna, I'm sure you'll hear from them at some point in our time doing this podcast, but they had these delectable burgers or something, and I was hungry. It was late already. I was cranky. Ainsley was in a wheelchair. Like, it was an experience. And that lobster roll, that fake lobster roll, was not good.
Did you go the first time to Jollywood the first year?
No, we went. Oh, now I don't remember.
Goes to show how bad the first year was.
No, we went like in December. This past year, we went the first day, and it was pretty fire. Doctor Strange. Yeah.
Literally, I was walking out of the park as Jollywood was starting because I didn't get tickets, and I saw Doctor Strange, and I'm like, oh look, Doctor Strange, and then like I got to my car. Doctor Strange was in Grand Avenue, so like I was walking for like 15 minutes, and then like as soon as I hit my car, I'm like, Doctor Strange,
Yeah.
oh my gosh,
Yeah.
I
I need to put up the cringy photo I took with him. My facial expression.
No, it's crazy. The last time we met was when the movie came out.
Yeah.
And there was no Galaxy's Edge, and he was just meeting on the streets of America. Because, that's what you do when you're Doctor Strange.
Oh my gosh.
But, like, anyways,
Anywho. Oh, back to the food question. I just remember. I feel like Magic has, like, some really, like, niche but good options. Like,
it has no table service. It has table service,
it's
but
just hard
like,
to get into.
Oh my gosh, it is.
Yeah, Liberty Tree Tavern, grew up eating there. That place is fire.
But the thing is, they used to do like, and now it's just all you can eat, where it's like a prefix price. But like they used to do lunch menu, lunch menu, whereas like it was just I don't say a la carte, but like where you would just order your own entrees. Now it's just so expensive there.
No, that's so true. I will say my favorite thing in Magic Kingdom now, since Tiana's has opened, is the beignets.
They are good.
They're really good. Like that was like the highlight of my day. The first day I tried those beignets. They're so good.
I think I go get those beignets. Now ask for extra honey on it.
See, that's my hot take. I would say no honey.
Really?
Yeah, maybe I'm just not a honey person. I don't know.
I think it's just because they put so much powdered sugar on
They
it.
do.
And
they
like
do.
the honey just kind of droops. I don't know, like I don't know what word to say.
Figure out if you like honey before you go eat.
No, but like it just kind of like drips. That's the word.
Yeah.
It just kind of like drips off and like doesn't attach to the beignet, so like you really don't get the taste of it.
Yeah.
I wish they put the honey on first, then they. I don't know. I don't work there. But yeah. Anyways, Epcot and Animal.
Yeah.
Go try it. Now from Jonah, what is your favorite cast outfit in the parks?
Oh no, I didn't think about this beforehand.
Jonah was saying that it was the Tower of Terror bellhop costumes, mind you. I love those. Fantastic. I'm going to be very predictable here, and I'm just going to say the new World Celebration outfits that the cast members have up at the park entrance and then into World Celebration with creations, connections, and all that kind of stuff. They have the Epcot logo all over it. They have the design cues of Spaceship Earth and all the new expansion, everything, and there's so many options to that cast outfit. Like they have a poncho, they have a hood that they
That's
could wear.
cute.
It's all ventilated and all that kind of stuff, where it gives the person that's the cast member the option to be comfortable at their job, which
That's
I feel like
pretty
is a very large initiative and a very new
Yeah.
thing that the parks are starting to do, is make the cast member, the person that is the cast member, comfortable.
That's so true.
So
I love that.
Epcot World Celebration costumes, I don't know how you could top that. Go.
I really can't actually. Okay, this is niche, but like the past time I was there was the first time seeing this. The Voice of Liberty's new costumes. I was surprised you didn't say that. I thought you were gonna say that. I love them. They're so like, because before they were just wearing like, if you've never seen the Voice of Liberty, you should go see them because they're amazing, acapella, like beautiful. They're in the America Pavilion at Epcot.
If you've seen Candlelight Processional within the last couple of years, of the people that make up the green tree in the center.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah. Fabulous. They're so good. And before though, they were wearing like the guys all kind of had the same thing on most of the time. I feel like
it was more of like a business casual, just like a button-up shirt, tie, and then the women, lack of a better word, a cocktail dress.
Yeah, it looked like they had gone like Live, Laugh, Love Belks, but it looked like they had gone to Belks and just picked out a dress, which is fine. But it didn't feel very Disney. Like it just felt commercial. But then now they have these like really cool, individualized, personalized, like colonial type dresses and suits, but they have music notation on them. And like, we're band kids, so obviously that's very attractive to us. And it's just so cool. Like each of them have like a different color, a different pattern, and it's really pretty. Like I loved it. Like I was honestly like, their voices are mesmerizing, but I was more distracted by their outfits last time we were there.
I actually forgot about those outfits.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna say that. I was like, oh, I get this one, yay!
But I've seen those, and they're completely recycled. That's a big thing at Epcot now. Like a lot of the new World Showcase, if you've seen them, the green shirts with the little globe on it, those are completely recycled. The Voices of Liberty, completely recycled, and
they don't look it. Like they don't look like
they look incredible, and it reminds me of the old costumes that they wore, where those were very Victorian, very old American colonial. Where it was like these big poofy dresses, these huge suits, the top hats and everything. Like the best way I can explain it is like it looked like a Disney princess movie that was made in colonial America, and that's not Pocahontas, but like that's kind of what I picked up on it. But like once again, you're making a cast outfit more comfortable for the person, which I'm really excited for. Yeah. So, anyways, we're gonna go on to trivia.
Yay! Okay, this might be a softball for some of you. I'm not sure. I don't know. But we'll see. So the question is, who is the iconic Imagineer from the early days of the Disney parks that was known for her eccentric art style that made its way into many of the park's attractions? Dun dun dun.
I'm not going to tell you the answer until next episode. So you're going to have to listen for next episode. What we're just going to say. The answer was...
Dun dun dun.
Not this person, but this person, and all that kind of stuff. Or whatever the answer was. We'll just say it in the next episode. And yeah, so let us know. We're also going to post it on our Instagram. So anyways, that wraps up our very first episode. We made it!
Crazy.
That was scary.
That was scary. That was kind of fun, though.
Are you guys okay? Like, I know you guys are just sitting there listening, and if you're driving, you're like...
They might be asleep by now.
Thank you for getting this far. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, like this is what our car rides sound like to and from Disney, and just anytime we're together. So now you all get to experience it. You're welcome.
If you've made it this far, you should comment on whichever Instagram post that we post saying that the episode is up. What should we have them say?
Blue milk.
Sure.
Yeah.
Blue milk.
Yeah.
Just comment blue milk. Nothing else.
Yeah.
You want to put emoji in there? Have fun. Go crazy. But blue milk. That's it. Okay, so thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you real soon.
Have a magical day.
Have a good one, guys.